Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going over the final weekend of the Incineroar 7-star raid event. It does end on Sunday, midnight UTC. We do have a shiny Incineroar guide as well that I'll put up there, as I'm feeling shame that I do not have a shiny Dondozo. I can't believe it. First raid in a while. Let's get into the summary. It will be a fighting Tera Type and a metronome as the held item, as you will be repeatedly using body press. So body press, curse, protect, and rest. I didn't actually use protect and rest, so you can leave those off if you want, but put them up as backups. Ability is unaware. You do want to have an increased defense nature, and you obviously want to have max IVs and then your EV spread. You do want to have in maxing out HP and maxing out defense, and then I just put the rest in attack. So this is a really easy raid, guys. Let's get into it. The speed dealer sunnies are on. This raid is quite easy. This is for everyone that doesn't have the DLC after the Malamar build last week. I have seen this build around everywhere. I'm not taking credit for this one. I've seen it across. Osiris posted it, which is a huge channel, so go check him out as well. There's a few other people that I've seen do it as well. But obviously Incineroar opens up with that Intimidate, and then he will go straight into a Snarl. This build does not matter. If you do get taunted after that as well, it doesn't make a difference. We will open up with the same moves every time. It doesn't matter about your partners. You don't need to have an Intimidate partner. Arbalever did help here a little bit with our healing, but not enough for it to be important. It's sometimes easy without it. So as you can see, we do actually get taunted, to just kind of show you guys that it doesn't matter if you get taunted. We still open up with that body press regardless, as we're going to try and build up our Tera. He will hit a bulk up, which is fine. He will kind of continue to use that throughout. There's no real counter for that on our part. And we will be quite slow after using Curse. So Seed Sower obviously is getting put up on the field, makes it slightly easier, but that's not something you need to have, guys. You can go with any team in here, it's fine. This definitely wasn't the best team I could have had. He goes for another bulk up, that's fine. We're going to hit him with another body press to get off our second. We're just trying to build that Tera charge. So quickly go in again with that one. He will reset your stats now, which is why we hadn't used Curse before or anything like that. We hit him with a third one while he goes into a Darkest Lariat. He'll constantly do this. This one here will take off some damage at the start, so I do recommend using Heal Cheers, as they do take priority over using rest as a move. So as you'll see here, I will always use the 3 cheers for healing up here. I do completely use them for the raid, but they do take priority over his move, and that saves you from using a move. So that's my recommendation over using rest. Use rest as a last last thing you need to use if you're really about to get KO'd. But here you want to start hitting him here with some curses. You want to start to use that. That will lower your speed. So we're lucky Incineroar's quite slow, but he will actually get to use 2 moves pretty frequently here, which is kind of annoying. Tera up into that curse there. So basically from this stage here, we just want to go for 6 curses in a row. We want to make sure we increase our defense and our attack as high as possible. Speed in raids isn't too much of a deal, because normally it's just whoever's slower goes second, and that's fine. But in this one you do become so slow that Incineroar does actually start to get some double up moves, which is fine. But here we go. As you'll see, speed fell, attack rose, defense rose, which means we're getting stronger and being able to tank more of his hits. So just keep using Curse as much as you can until you need to use a heal cheer. If you do get crit, guys, it's just that's a part of it. You know, crits ruin every run, so if it does happen to you, just quit, reset, go for it again. It's not really worth your time to get angry about it, although we all know I do. Hit with another heal up cheer here to make sure that we're kind of being able to tank this through. As you can see here, goes straight back to full health. There we are. All HP is restored. There we go. Flare Blitz. He's going to rotate between the two. Usually as you get higher with your defenses, he will start to just use Dark Lariat, but eventually you're going to be tanking him and it's going to mean nothing. There we go. Hit him again. We've still got to get off 4 more curses to get us to our max attack, but as you can see, he is occasionally getting 2 moves in a row now that our speed is getting slower, but he's also damaging himself, which is fine. You just want to try and get to this level as soon as possible, and try and start to chip away at that shield. As you'll see, the metronome starts to really add some damage to those moves. As you are using repeated attacks, it does work better than a shell bell, as long as you can stay up, obviously. But you can use a shell bell if you really want, but the metronome does kind of really add a lot of damage to the end of your attacking run. You'll see later in the video how quickly he does start to chip away. So the real reason why I didn't post this originally was because the first few times I was doing it was quite slow, but I think this pattern here that I've got figured out now is slightly different from what I've seen in other videos, only very slightly. I think using the heal cheers really gives you more opportunity to get those attacks off, so we do smash this out faster. So it seems to be for me about the same time as the Malamar. But I just thought I wanted to put up a video for people that don't have the DLC. I did have a few comments on the last video telling us that they don't have the DLC. I do try and stick to non-DLC Pokemon for you guys. But yeah, I do appreciate the comments. Let me know if you like the builds and things like that. We're about to hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you do like the content, please leave us a like. It really helps out the video, and a subscribe as well. We hope you guys like the content. Hitting 1,000 subs is something we never thought would be possible, actually, to be completely honest, when I've got my crappy little mic and my Switch and my $15 capture card and things like that. So we really appreciate it, guys, so thank you. We'll continue to do this moving forward. So there we go. We do hit our final curse there after my absolutely shameless plug right in the middle of the video. We'll hit him with a body press now, and you'll see the damage really starts to chip away at him. But he will continue to get 2 moves in a row occasionally, and then obviously when you break his shield, he will hit you with a flurry of moves as well. So please use rest if you need to. If you feel like you're not going to be able to get the raid done, then that's fine. Not a huge amount of damage on that first one, which is why we have the metronome. You will see as we slowly get these attacks off that he will start to get more and more damage applied to him, especially with the shield on. It's pretty crazy. Darkest Lariat's doing nothing at the moment now, which is amazing, and that's because of that unaware. There we go. Super effective. That was a much bigger hit. We did get the crit, guys. That doesn't come into play. Don't rely on having crits, and it didn't really affect us in the end anyway. It would have just been 1 extra move, which we still would have survived, which is fine. There we go. Earthquake does absolutely nothing. Hitting him again with another body press, you will see it jump up quite a bit this time. There we go, he hits us, we hit him. This build's really, really strong actually. It just takes a while to set up, which is why I think people have been trying to go away from it a bit. I did try to use a Annihilate build, which is super inconsistent, and you really need to intimidate partners. It was just not worth it, to be completely honest. So Dondozo for this one. I am using the Mightiest Mark, by the way. If you do have the Mightiest Mark Dondozo, please use that so you don't have to use a gold bottle cap or anything to increase its IVs, as they've already been maxed. Makes it much easier for you guys. And then the Mightiest Mark Pokemon actually have something useful to do instead of sitting in a box that they are for me. There we go. Darkest Lariat is going to get a second one off, guys. We do get through here quite quickly, but that's the problem with you having really low speed, is he will constantly be able to get his attack off first. There we go. Again, he's hitting us with double moves pretty frequently. AI partners are okay, they're not super helpful, but this hit here will obviously break his shield and kind of get him into that last zone, which means he's definitely going to go down with the metronome after that one. As you would have seen, that was a huge amount of damage, guys. It is quite easy. This raid's really consistent, so use this build if you want to farm that Herba or any Terra Shards this weekend. We don't know what's coming yet. I'm assuming there's going to be an announcement tomorrow. So subscribe for all that news. I usually post a video explaining that as well. And yeah, if you do want to get your shiny Incineroar quickly, I do have a guide on where you can quickly isolate hunt that. And then also we do have a shiny Fluttermane video, which I'll attach at the end as well, where you can get a guaranteed shiny. So thanks for watching the video, guys. We hope you found it helpful. Leave us a like if you did, and subscribe for more content. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.